What's up, guys? J-Kun Prime here with another Destiny 2 video, and it is Thursday, March 17th, 2022, as you can obviously see on the screen. And for you new lights out there, every Thursday, Bungie releases a blog called This Week at Bungie, or the TWAB, as us veterans have come to know and love it by. And this will kind of go over all the stuff, like stuff they're working on, stuff that's coming, stuff they're aware of, stuff they're fixing, and then like community showcases and the like as well. There's some interesting stuff in the TWAB this week, so I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a live reading here to kind of keep everybody up to date in my community. And as always, if you enjoy the information or you want to read the TWAB for yourself, I'll have it down in the description below. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications, and a like rating is always appreciated. So without any further ado, let's get into this. This week at Bungie, there's quite a bit to do in Destiny 2. Hello and welcome once again to our weekly installment of Bungie News. I'm going to be upfront with you. I've been spending quite a lot this week diving deeper and deeper into the Witch Queen and Season of the Risen, between the Vow of the Disciple raids, PsyOps battlegrounds, weekly repeatable story missions, Throne World secrets, Master Vox Obscura, Wellspring, Iron Banner, Altars of Reflection, and our rituals. It's difficult to think how to even kick this TWAB off. Let's stick to what rolled out on Tuesday at the weekly reset and go from there, shall we? Over the last few weeks, the Vanguard has entertained a shaky alliance with Keitel and the Cabal. A trusted scion has been exploring the minds of Hive lieutenants in the tower, searching for clues on what the Lucid Brood are planning. The final PsyOps battleground has been revealed on the moon, and Saladin is calling for Guardians to stop whatever Hive has started within the walls of the Scarlet Keep. If you haven't logged in this week, now's your time. Iron Banner has also returned, bringing power-enabled 6v6 combat to the Crucible. As we noted last week, there's some new loot to earn. This time around, there are even new origin perks on each weapon, giving Guardians a brief moment of stealth during the hunt after defeating an enemy. I'm still hunting for my perfect hand cannon roll, but my compulsive reloader kill clip combo will do just fine until I am able to secure rapid hit. Pro tip, kill clip bumps this hand cannon archetype up to a 3-tap, aka defeat Guardians in 3 precision shots rather than 4. It can kick off some lovely streaks if you time things right and know when to push. While some Guardians are now just hopping into the Witch Queen for the first time, a few of you are beginning to look at the next few weeks of season with excitement. This week, we'll be looking through the calendar, and we have some news from the team on crafting currencies. That's going to be the big part I want to talk about. We'll get to that shortly, with some additional notes on feedback that they're monitoring. We're just a few days away from our 1-month anniversary of the Witch Queen. Some of you have blasted your way through the legendary campaign. I know I did. While others are still dabbling in side quests and secrets throughout the Throne World patrol area. I am also still doing that. We still got a few months of Season of the Risen left. There's no rush in completing content. Finish things at your own pace and enjoy the ride. For all you new lights out there, you just heard it from the community manager himself. Take things at your own pace. You have all the time in the world right now. If you're wondering what's coming over the next few weeks, we'd like to plant a few dates on your calendar for things to look forward to. We have some Iron Banner dates to share, raid challenges to complete, and Guardian games coming towards the end of the season. Yay, Guardian games. As a quick note, dates are subject to change. We're also planning a few Gambit Labs weeks to sprinkle in, but want to let the dust settle from balance changes introduced at launch and a few tuning changes / bug fixes that are coming online. So March 15th, which is this week's, we have Iron Banner and a new PsyOps battleground location. On the 22nd, Legend PsyOps opens up and Vow of the Disciple challenges open. April 1st, Trials Labs zone capture. So if you're going into Trials of Osiris, haven't gotten that God Roll Summoner yet, this will be an interesting one to check out. April 5th is the official opening of Grandmaster Nightfalls. I know that's one of the big ones I'm looking forward to. I definitely want an Adept Duty Bound, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Freelance Trials is April 8th. And then April 12th will be the second return of Iron Banner. Iron Banner usually shows up 3 times in a season. April 19th will be the Master Difficulty unlock of Vow of the Disciple. So if you want I don't know if they're doing Time Lost or Adept weapons for Master Vow of the Disciple, so I guess we'll find out then. If so, I'll definitely try to scoop one or two of them up, at least try to get an Adept SMG. Zone capture for trials once again on April 22nd. May 3rd through the 24th is the start of Guardian Games, so you'll be picking your factions and just going full bore. May 6th, Trials Labs, Freelance, and Community Voted Map. May 10th will be the final Iron Banner of the season, and then May 20th will be the final Trials, Freelance, and Zone Capture being opened up at the same time. Stay tuned to our next week in I'm only doing one take here. Stay tuned to our next week in Destiny within the game to keep an eye on Destiny the game for future announcements. Who knows, maybe we'll have a few Bungie bounties and community playdates to look forward to in April and May. See you soon. Now for the main course. Let's talk about trait element caps. Over the last few weeks, Guardians have been crafting some spicy weapon rolls at the Enclave on Mars. I've been working on it. Patterns have been discovered, traits have been enhanced, and exotic glaives have been shaped. As with all things Destiny, the team has been keeping an eye on player conversation around crafting, planning next steps, and looking towards the future. We got a hot fix coming in next Tuesday with a few minor changes and some commentary on feedback items that the team will be looking to address in future patches and tuning passes. Development team. Since the launch of Witch Queen, we've been watching some of the feedback on crafting currencies required for specific traits. One piece of feedback in particular deals with the crafting element caps. I know this is one thing I have not been super happy with myself. As some players have been maxing out their elements frequently, I have, starting next Tuesday with hotfix 4.0.0.4, we'll be increasing the element caps from 250 to 1,000. As for neutral element, the cap will move from 8,500 to 10,000. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Next season, however, we are removing ruinous, adroit, mutable, drowned, and energetic elements. Only neutral elements will remain. So, weapon crafting is about to get a lot more streamlined, but with that being said, before we read forward, I have a feeling that since those elements are going away, the price of crafting is going to go up, so do not be surprised if that winds up happening. Our initial goals for these currencies were to sustain the interest in non-crafted weapon drops and to retain the chase of weapons with well-rolled perks in a post-crafting community. The desire was that the player would continually chase for combinations such as subsistence plus rampage to fuel their crafting progression through deep sight weapon completion. While not the only reasons we're removing the specific currencies, there were two design changes pre-launch which made elements ineffectual. We initially had a currency per trait perk, e.g. to craft with Rampage, you needed weapon with Rampage. However, due to technical and usability issues, too many currencies to track, for example, we opted to heavily simplify the element currencies to the handful we shipped at launch. This unfortunately resulted in a decreased interest in chasing specific trait perk elements. I know it kind of discouraged me, so I'm not surprised they came to that conclusion. Ascendant alloys, the exotic quality crafting material that can be found through high-end content or purchased from Raoul for a high price, made the remaining condensed elements obsolete. The Ascendant alloy currency was added after we had already condensed the elements, and we were unable to resolve the experimental issues, between these two currencies prior to launch. Specific elements such as Ruinous and Adroit became redundant, and in some cases in conflict with Ascendant alloys and neutral elements, so we're removing them altogether. Since launch, we have been watching the player conversation and keeping tabs on background data. While we don't have specifics to share on future changes, we did want to note a few areas that we're looking at. Looking at more player control over deep sight weapon unlocking and weapon patterns, thank you. Continuing to monitor deep sight weapon stockpiling, acquisition rates and progressions, as well as resident alloy acquisition rates and behaviors. So, how much we're hoarding them, how much they're dropping, and how frequently they will drop. We are also discussing feedbacks around reshaping costs for those who wish to experiment more frequently with their trait selections. Many thanks to all who have been sounding off with feedback even after these changes go live. We'll continue to monitor the conversation. Pairing feedback with data will help inform our next steps as we continue to iterate on crafting. So that's a lot. But ultimately, what I'm taking away from this is they want to add more weapons to the relic to be shaped. They want to make the ease of shaping and reshaping weapons higher. They want it to be easier for us to do. They want it to be more desirable for us to do. And since they're removing everything except neutral element, do not be surprised. And I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna die on this hill. Because only neutral element will remain, expect the prices of shaping and reshaping weapons to go up. I am expecting that wholeheartedly. Let's see. What do we have in the hot fix? So these are the known issues. Okay, so this is stuff that they're still, like, we're aware of it, we're working on it, but it ain't ready yet. Marmot area errors, low stat rolls on armors, including from Xur. Yeah, that's a big one that they definitely need to get a hold of. People not getting drops from Flawless. People not getting drops from the Raid. Yeah. So this is all stuff that they're aware of, and they're working on it, and it ain't ready yet. So that's fine. But that's going to be a wrap for me, since this video is running a little long. And the big thing I wanted to touch on was the weapon crafting changes, because that's huge. That's absolutely huge. And it just goes to show that they are listening, and they are listening very carefully to what our feedback is with this game. So that's fantastic. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is kind of a low effort kind of video, but I will be completely transparent. I'm recording this from work, so I'm working with what I got. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. We stream as well. Links to my live stream and socials will all be down in the comments below. Thank you again. I'll see you later.